The Blu-ray, not only is the Super 8 Blu-ray, I think, a gorgeous transfer to the disc, but it's got amazing behind-the-scenes features, a really funny behind-the-scenes feature about the DP who just does all this amazing magic, the composer, the whole train wreck sequence, how he did it, great things on the visual effects of the movie. It was just, there's tons of stuff, a lot of features that I think came out really beautifully. So anyone who saw the movie, who dug it, I think they'll really enjoy the behind the scenes. And if you haven't seen the movie, and you get this, I think you're getting much more than your money's worth, actually. It was unbelievable. I mean, to work with someone who in a way is an idol, and then becomes a mentor and then a friend. I mean, it was surreal and wonderful. And it was scary. About halfway through, I thought, oh my God, if this doesn't go well, it's a disaster. You know what I mean? Because it could have just gone, and it literally could not have been a more wonderful education. It was critical that the kids not feel like they were either too familiar or too professional. They needed to be sort of, they needed to be green. And the kids were so wonderful to work with, and they were so funny, and they were just, best friends. And just to kind of observe them off camera really sort of taught me how they needed to behave on camera. So I can't say enough about working with those guys. We're having a sweepstakes to win a walk-on part in Star Trek, so we're giving away 2 of those. So if you buy the Super 8 Blu-ray, and I believe there's ways to enter otherwise, but I know that everyone wants you to buy the Blu-ray, you're eligible for 2 walk-on roles in Star Trek, the next one.
Oh, this was probably, because I went from Somewhere, which was a very sort of small film and didn't have many actors in it, just sort of me and Steven, and then I went from that to Super 8, which was a lot bigger and all these explosions and, with JJ and all these kids, and it was just so much fun. And I definitely think that sort of people started to recognize me more, for me, because, Dakota, I've always, she's my older sister, so. Everything was so great, just being with the guys. I was definitely sort of fit right in with the group. I played football with them all the time. We would, it was so funny. We couldn't stop laughing on set. JJ is really just like a genius. I mean, when you look at him, you can see like his mind working, and he wants to pay attention to all the little details, and which I think that's what makes Super 8 so special, because I mean he grew up in that time, and he was one of those boys, so he knew really what it was like. He knew how his bedroom looked as a kid, so he made Joe's bedroom really have all the finishing touches that added on. Yeah, I mean, we'd all seen sort of E.T. and The Goonies, all those classics, and we did have to learn what like a Super 8 camera was. So that was definitely some research, and he gave us some like 70s slang words to sort of incorporate as well.
I had never really traveled anywhere before, and then for the tour, we went like to London and then Singapore and Sydney. That was just unbelievable. Like, I had so much fun. I was with my friends the whole time. It was amazing. And then just the experience overall is just incredible. I've been a fan of JJ's for a really long time. I love Lost. Like, Star Trek, amazing. So just to be able to work with them was such a huge honor. I was giddy. Like, every day I was so excited. Ella, she's just one of the nicest people ever. Like, I mean, I had so much fun acting with her, like all the guys did, and she's just amazing. She's fun to hang out with. She's really sweet and kind. JJ was tutoring me like the entire movie. If I had any questions, I could ask him. I could ask any of the crew, any of the cast. They were all just amazing. I've seen them, and I love them all. There's this one, it's like the dream behind Super 8. There's the finding of new faces, the audition process. There's this like entire sequence with the director of photography, Larry Fong, and it's just about him doing magic tricks. And I love them all. Next, I'm actually heading home and doing homework. I filmed 2 movies afterwards, and I am now going back home. Well, this was my first movie I've ever done, so it was crazy. I mean, it's not a question of how it changed my life, it's how not did it change my life. So everything changed. JJ's an amazing guy. I mean, he's a really great director. He was always out there every day helping us out, and he taught us not only things about acting and directing, he taught us lifelong lessons about how to be good people. He's just a really great guy.
It hasn't changed so much as like how I am, but like how it's changed around me. It's just like, I don't know, like walking on this carpet. I never thought that I'd be on this side of the rope, you know what I mean, type thing. It's just been so surreal, and I thank God every day for it, but it's been amazing. Where is he? There. I mean, he's just a genius, and he's just the best director like that I've ever come to work with, and he's just so nice and loving and caring, and he makes you feel so comfortable. I can't say enough nice things about him. You know, he's amazing.
Man, it changed my career, which changed my life. And then also I met all these guys, and they've been a major part of what I've done here.
Oh, it was amazing. I know I made lifelong friends out of the rest of the cast. It was just so much fun. It was like getting to wake up like for 3 months straight and just hang out with your friends. It was like a summer camp. It was amazing.
Well, it's always good to be seen, and always good to be seen doing good work in a good project, you know. So what it has done is continue to put me in the forefront of a whole new audience, all the young kids who have gone to see this. You know, I've been around for a little while, you know. So some of my Gremlins fans have got a chance to see me come appear again in another Steven Spielberg movie thanks to J.J. Abrams. There was so much secrecy behind this, you know. So to share some of the secrets with the audience, and so far as some of the stuff that was filmed behind the scenes, you know, how things were done, what was made, that's going to be exciting.
I know. Well, the DVD extras I think are going to be really interesting, and I'm just a huge fan of JJ's work and Larry Fong, the DP, and I can't wait to see what else they came up with that wasn't featured in theaters, and also just to hear the commentary and how they banter back and forth. I think it's going to be really interesting, so I'm excited. It'll be like a new beginning. It's like we're seeing a whole other film, but the same movie all at once, so it's cool.
I designed the creature that is in the film. So that was my job, start to finish, working with JJ and Steven, coming up with the idea of what the creature would be. Worked on it for about a year, pencil and paper, sculpture, created the digital asset, which means the actual creature itself, and then worked with animation and ILM to help bring it to life.
You know, I think this film is a reflection of all of the filmmakers' childhoods. I mean, we all, at one time or another, were making movies when we were kids. I know that's kind of how JJ and I bonded over the fact that we both did this as a kid, you know, and we've been working together 10 years, and it still feels like, to me anyways, that we're just doing what we did when we were 10 years old, you know? That's what it feels like.
Because it's an homage to Spielberg, and you know, I mean, he is the great man, and anybody who tries to emulate him, you know, it's wonderful to see somebody do that, you know. Well, he's producing the project that I'm doing at the moment, which is Alcatraz, which is his big new show, which is opening in January. I play the warden of Alcatraz. And it's a mystery, thriller, time travel, creepy, scary, and a very exciting show.
And check them out, please, JJ. JJ, this is straight. And Mr. Abrams, one more time, please. JJ, you know. Big smiles, guys. And on your left, on your left. And don't forget the left side. Don't forget the left. Guys, can we move you all the way to left? Oh. Left, please. Look at left. And just facing this way a little bit more. There we go. So nice smile, Jessica. And one more time, please. On your left, please. All the way left. Jeffrey on the right, left. Jeffrey, straight in front, please.
We're on the show Alcatraz.
That's right. Gentlemen, right up top. Right. You're looking right. And good. Your second row, please. And that's your right. Together. Bobby and probably a pretty good chance it's not so.